Welcome, guys. My name is Chris Medina. Welcome to another episode of Making Feria Inc. I got my guy here, Gabriel, brother.
Hey,
Thank you so much for
Nice
joining me. I really appreciate you taking the time to come out here, tell my peeps here how we do real stuff, real business, right? So tell us, what do you do? How did you get into it? A little background about yourself.
Yeah, absolutely. Thanks for having me, Chris. We're really appreciating this opportunity to interact with you and your audience, man. And I am a soccer coach. I'm born and raised here in LA. Played soccer through the youth ranks, and I got my degree out of San Diego State. I went to Rio Hondo right here in Whittier.
Nice.
So what's up, Rio?
Rio Hondo.
And ended up transferring. But it was interesting grind trying to make it as a soccer player in college, and that was my dream, right? Like a lot of little kids, to play professional soccer, right? Yeah. My mom's Mexican, my dad's Ecuadorian, so in this area it's very diverse. So it's like different identities, different things, and growing up in LA and in this area, it's just been soccer has been good. So as I got a job, I got a job in sales. But I always missed soccer, so I was coaching on the side constantly, like I'd have a job and then at nighttime I'd be coaching at night.
A little side hustle?
Yep,
Okay.
ever since. And even in college, I was coaching,
Awesome.
So I've been really coaching since 2006, part-time, and just made it a part-time thing, not really making any money doing it or anything like that, just like having fun with it, enjoying the process. Developing people has like been something that I was really passionate about.
Yeah, so a lot of us, we always have a job at the beginning. We always want to, us entrepreneurs, we want to jump into what we're passionate about. So give us a little bit about how you made that transition. You said you had a job, you loved coaching soccer, and when did you decide to go, boom, I'm all in?
Yeah, good question. So, so I started, having the degree was interesting because some people, the degree, look, you're not allowed to coach college soccer if you don't have a degree.
Wow.
That's one of those things.
Okay.
So I had a degree, and there was an opportunity for me to coach college soccer. So I coached at Cal State LA.
Cal State.
Nice. Block, yeah. On the women's side, did that for a few seasons, I ended up meeting LAFC, the new MLS team here in LA downtown.
Yeah.
And so they asked me to do a tryout, and so they were offering me a job after I did this trial process, and I was like, wow, I could actually make a living doing this. This is interesting. Like I was doing it part-time, but now this is like a kind of a full-time gig. They wanted us to be there 6-7 days a week, doing things. So I'm like, okay, so cool. So, I was there 2016 when we started the academy.
Yeah.
And then 2017, we moved on, and I went and started my own independent thing. But when I started thinking about it like full time, I was like, can I do this full time? Is it possible? Because I had a career, I had a sales career, and and this was the second.
What did you do?
I was with Granger Industrial Supply for some years, so I was an outside sales rep. I had one of those little Granger cars moving around.
Okay, but tell me what exactly it's like.
Everything. So they're a distributor. So they sold everything. Imagine Target, right?
Yeah.
Target doesn't own anything there. They're a distributor.
Yeah.
So imagine you're a Target rep. You sell everything,
Yeah.
That's essentially what Granger is to the industrial world. So I used to work for them. Shout out to Granger. What's up?
Okay. Nice. So for us, I like soccer, but I'm the type of guy that's gonna watch the World Cup only. So but tell us a little bit of what the ML. You said you're part of the MLS.
Yeah, Major League Soccer is the biggest league in the United States.
Okay.
And so now they have major league teams. They have
So
professional
it's like the NBA,
teams. Correct.
MLB, but
They're
for
the
soccer,
MLS.
MLS.
Correct. That is
Gotcha.
right. And so they have youth academy teams also. And I actually I was part of the team that helped start the academy team for this MLS team that was right here, brand new team. Okay. And so I'm like, wow, okay, cool. If I can do that, I can be independent and do my thing. So that's what I did. I went off independently in 2017, and I had maybe like 6 kids with me.
Yeah.
Some hardcore little youngsters. Since they were like, since they were 10, 11, now they're like 16, 17. It's been 6 years now, and we've been working on them, and plus a lot of people started joining us year after year. This is through COVID too, so.
Through COVID, guys. Through COVID, I mean, a lot of businesses struggled, but I'm glad you got over that hurdle, and
thank you, brother.
We're going hard. So
thank you.
So talking about all that, what are some challenges that you had to overcome the first year and early in your entrepreneur journey?
Yeah. So for me, I'm an economics guy. I studied economics in college, so it was like supply, demand, it's keeping costs low. For me, it was like literally like we were on fumes. No budget, we didn't have any investors. The first year was like they call it bootstrapping, I guess.
Yeah.
I didn't know that was even a term. But literally it was like keep as much as I could, keep my costs low, like rent low, car payment. Like I didn't even want to have a car payment. Like, like literally like it was just like top ramen. Like it was just gritty, man. It was just like doing things that like your friends are having these careers that are evolving. They're making a lot of money and you're just like, you're feeling like you're starting from day one, from nothing. And you're like kicking soccer balls at a park, a bunch of kids. People are looking at you weird, So that's,
we all go through that. At the beginning, people think this business thing is gonna be like, oh, you're gonna be rich and this and that. But the first couple years, you're like working for free. Like
Yeah.
there is no money.
There's
Like,
zero
you
money.
need to build your inventory, your people, your employees, your customers, and all that stuff,
Yep.
right? So, so you say you used to rent like little parks and stuff.
So we were at a public park, my friend, and getting kicked off the field. Other competing soccer, organizations. They needed field space.
Yeah.
Bums in the park. Random people just meeting. Like I went from having like the top students with equipment all over the place to having like a brand associated with a brand to like just people who just have zero idea about the culture and what's necessary to build high quality students and then meeting different people that were with that program too, right? So just a mixture. So it was like literally just like starting from scratch with zero brand, zero money, just nothing. You know what I mean? Yeah.
Nothing, guys. Okay.
Yeah. So that's at a public park. Yeah. We didn't. I wasn't renting a field space. I was just at a public park trying to get in where I fit in.
Yeah. No, man, that's real stuff right there. Real stuff. Like for me, I'm in the hearing aid industry.
Sure.
But when I started, I rented like a little 12 by 12 room, probably like 1/3 of this room, like literally just this.
Yeah.
And I would test people there and see patients. I'm like, I wouldn't even trust myself in here. But luckily, I had my license on the wall. And push through.
I had my office in my house. It was in my living room, literally. My girl, I'd have to get all my equipment from my car because I live in kind of a tough part of Long Beach. And then I had to take my equipment from my car and put it in the house so nobody's taking it from my, you know what I mean? Like things, simple, silly things like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So,
Oh, I know that struggle because
Yeah.
I used to be a DJ. So when I used to get home at 3 a.m, take everything out, put it in. If not, there's a possibility you're going to get robbed.
How are you going to sleep right?
Yeah, you got to just be in peace.
Yeah.
So what are some keys to your success now these days?
Yeah. Consistency. Saying what you're going to do, you're going to say, right? Like consistency. That's been a key to success. We haven't run any marketing ads. Every single thing that has come our way has been all referral based.
Referral, wow.
Every single thing. I'm a soccer coach. I'm not a businessman. Like I need to become a businessman, but I'm a soccer coach. So everything has been all referral based. And I think that success has been based on the results that we're providing.
Definitely.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. If you to get referrals, you need to be doing something right because the only way you're going to get people talking is if you provide real value, providing a great service, great attitude, and just being the best, simply, right? Nothing wrong with ads and stuff, but if you want to get only referrals, you got to be doing some right.
I believe the same. I believe the same. I mean, you have to be accessible. I think you have to have a couple different types of offerings. Also too, because I didn't realize, like I was just focused on like high functioning kids that can make it to the best. Like, look, there's there's levels to this, and different needs at different levels. So we were adapting to those type of things as well and creating those type of solutions as well. And we're still working on those things, and I'm still not perfect. I'm still trying to make myself better, and it's still a grind. Yeah.
Well, that's great. It's such a niche, goalkeeping.
Goalkeeping is a niche. It's very difficult to find. It is.
All right. Perfect. Good stuff. So what advice would you give to entrepreneurs early in their journey? Someone who's like starting off, like you said, in the beginning, it was like battling for space, having to save up for funds, all that stuff, right?
Competition on you. You know what I mean? Because the establishment wants you, they want you gone. They don't want you around. Especially if you're providing something strong, and the establishment is looking at you like, because they want to be your friend. They want to see what you're up to, right?
Yeah.
That's what's up. And it's all good.
Definitely.
Come and see me. But so what advice I'd give to people is I'm passionate about this. Like I want to see, like I have I see myself like what kind of a coach did I want when I was younger, right? What kind of, so that was a solution. I'm willing to bleed for that. I'm willing to bleed as much as I need to bleed and like go through and endure as much emotional pain and just whatever I got to do in order to see my kids through. Like
Definitely.
I have a passion for, like I have a mission, you know what I mean? I want to see my kids through. I want to make sure I'm the coach that I wanted when when I was a youth soccer player.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So like that's where I'm at. So if you're trying to sell a product or a service, I think like, and it's something that you're, I want to say passionate about, but like something that's a little bit, it means more to you, because passion is, it could be, you could be passionate about food, right? You could be,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? But like something that
Exactly.
means, like I think that if you get into something that you're into like deeply,
Yeah.
and like, because there's going to be days where you're like, am I really into this? And the
Yeah.
only thing that's going to be holding you there is an immense love for what you kind of do.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
So that's what I think. I think that's how we're able to sustain. Because there's days, man, where, and there's weeks, there's even months where I'm like, damn, like I'm having a tough one, you know?
So tough.
Yeah,
No, yeah, yeah.
yeah,
Well, I
for
mean,
sure.
businesses are just roller coaster, up and
Yep.
downs. But like you said, you got to be passionate about what you're doing. You got to love the product or the service. Right? It's a service.
We're a service
And
base. We don't sell anything.
just
Yeah.
be disciplined, show up, and be there, and just keep pushing hard. Right?
Yeah, and you know what I mean? Like if you are truly passionate, you're gonna really try to get into the nuts and bolts of how things are working, you know, and people are gonna really see that about you. Like you're trying to get into nuts and bolts, or you're trying to enhance what you're doing constantly, and people are gonna see that too. And hopefully, you know, they see that as a value, right? Because some people just don't see that valuable, but you know, the ones that do will stick around, you know?
Yeah. Be knowledgeable. Right? That's
Yeah,
your
being
products.
knowledgeable, exactly. Being
Definitely.
knowledgeable.
Okay. Cool. What's the craziest thing you've done? I mean, in business and overall, what would you say?
Yeah, so good question. I'd say the craziest thing I've done. Well, we were 6 years at a park, at a public park. You
Public
know,
park.
yeah, we'd see crackheads come into the session. Hey, doing. I was like,
Yeah.
it pissed me off. So then this year, personally, we've literally moved our location and we rented now. We're renting a middle school, and with fences, and it's just cleaner. The facility, the grass is cut nicely. It's just a much better situation. But the craziest thing about that is that literally, like, we were in an established location, and then we moved to another location
Yeah.
where people just are like, look, it's too far, you know, we just can't make it like that. So we got a new field. We got new lighting. I wanted to buy these beautiful lighting so we could light up the field real nice at nighttime. Like we never had that before, right?
Yeah.
On bright storage containers. So like the investment is a lot of money in terms of our scale.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And we, you know, our little organization is just like pumping money out right now, like just to make sure like we have like the best and most and very fundamentally established environment. That's kind of crazy to me.
Yeah,
You know what I
yeah.
mean? Like it's so much money that we're doing, but I just believe so deeply in what I'm up to.
Yeah, yeah, you have
You know what I
that
mean?
passion and you
Yeah,
want to provide a quality
yeah,
service, a
yeah.
quality
Oh
experience,
yeah, 100%.
and you want to make sure that someday one of your
Yeah,
students makes it to the
yeah,
big leagues. That's
yeah,
the ultimate
100%.
passion, right?
Every year I'm investing a little bit more, and it's just a crazier amount of money
Crazier
or a
thing.
crazier amount of or a crazier idea.
Yeah,
Like this year's like all these things,
yeah,
right? But I think it's gonna pay off long term. It's a long term investment.
yeah, 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 and that's how you want to see business. Just do crazy things, but of
Yeah.
course in a smart way. But
I don't see a negative in investing in our environment. And I preach so deeply in all the kids because they are, I'm like, look, the grass is bread's gonna be new, the lights are gonna be new, all this stuff. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
okay,
The most important resource that we have are my students.
yeah,
Like,
definitely,
invest back your
yeah,
time, energy, attention. That's what I'm
yeah.
asking, you know what I mean?
Definitely, yeah, yeah, yeah. Don't take for granted when you see something great. Someone's providing you a good service, quality product. You
Yeah.
know, they're super passionate about those things. So
Yeah. And so another thing too is like people go, oh, great business, great business. I'm like, this absolutely is a business. It just
yeah,
so happens to be that I'm passionate about it also.
yeah,
And in my business, the results you're going to get are going to be exponential.
definitely.
Amazing. Like I'm not going to give up on you. Like that's my business model. So
Yeah,
I'm
yeah,
happy that we're aligning. Hopefully we align, you know?
yeah, yeah.
You know?
This guy's working hard. He's a great coach. You know, I can respect that of what he did. You know, it's always good to invest back in your business and you know, make things better for your clients, your customers, and in your case, your the kids that you coach. And
Yeah.
just giving back, man. No, I have a lot of respect for that. So that's
Thank
good
you, thank
stuff.
you.
Good
Yeah,
stuff.
we have events that we do, camps and whatnot. We're also doing like an equipment drive. We have some partners out in Uganda who have a women's orphanage as well, and so we're always doing like an equipment drive once a year as well. Like, and even like these little details, like I had friends go, hey, how come you're not getting donations and like, you know, have a nonprofit? I'm like, I'm a coach, man. Like, just give me equipment and I'm gonna send it to my friend. Like,
Yeah.
it's like learning these things also, these details. Like, I don't have time. Like, I'm just so inundated. You know what I mean? So, but I gotta learn these things. Like, nobody says after you become a coach that you gotta become a businessman. You kind of have to.
Yeah, it's in the works. Having a profession is one thing. Being a business owner is a whole nother thing. And then you
Completely.
got the sales, the marketing, the this,
Yep.
the that, operations,
Operations.
and
And it's always a work in progress.
oh yeah, you're always
Always.
learning. You have to be coachable, right? You
100%.
always have to be, learning and willing to learn. Be a little bit. What do they call it?
Adaptable.
Adaptable and willing to take a little bit of self-criticism, right? Or I mean
Yeah.
criticism for people, right? So take
Yeah.
the info and see how you can better improve in business, coaching, whatever, right?
That's right.
Cool.
100%. It's important to be like, we have rules, right? My academy has a standard of operating in terms of how we train, but one of our rules is be adaptable. Be adaptable. Like, every environment's going to shift, change constantly. Everything, there's friction around us all the time, so you have to adapt to the friction no matter what. That's part of it. So yeah, no, thanks for for this opportunity. It's been good and appreciate it. Like, what with this podcast, what is your goal with this? Who are we speaking to in terms of the people
Definitely.
that you're looking to help?
Definitely. So lately, and I've always been passionate about helping people, and coming up when you're poor, you can't, right? So eventually you learn, you do self-development, you grow. And once you're at a point in your life where you can start giving back, because I get it, sometimes when you're at the bottom, even though you want to help, it's like I can't even share with you. Like, I just can't, right?
Yeah.
But I'm at the point where I'm going to make that shift, and I want to coach people.
Yeah.
I want to do masterminds. I want to do business events like, Alberg, Driven 7, WealthCon, Grant Cardone 10X Growth Conference, stuff like that. Hopefully one day we get to that level. That is the plan.
Yeah.
But right now, I want to help people who are below me, people who want to start a business or people who just want to make more money in general. I want to showcase real people, real entrepreneurs that are doing real things.
I dig
like,
it. Yeah.
Brother, tell us your company.
Brother, we're OGK Academy. We're called the Original Goalkeeper Academy. We're a goalkeeper training environment. You know what I mean?
And right now they're based out of Downey, California.
Based out
right?
of Downey, California.
So they made that shift, from Long Beach to Downey, so that he can have a whole field, a school field, right?
Yeah.
To himself, so that nobody interrupts his training. He's providing a super high quality service. So, anywhere else, where can we find you? Give us all your social media handles.
Sure.
Anything you want to share with us, where people can email you, follow you, reach you, whatever it is.
Yeah. So my email is keeperinstruction@gmail.com. You can find me on Instagram at OGKacademy1. My website is www.ogkacademy.com. You can find me out there. I'm super connected with a lot of coaches, and what we do is amazing. I feel like we're doing amazing things.
Excellent. And you frequent, I don't know if you mind sharing, if you want to share, but where do you frequent at the school in Downey?
Our location is at Griffith Middle School in the city of Downey.
Is it okay if they come out and watch if anybody's interested, or?
Well, yeah, I mean, you know what I mean?
Contact them first.
Contact me,
Send them a
no
message.
problem, like, because we try to maintain an exclusivity.
Definitely.
You know what I mean? We want to make sure that, like, people are there that are supposed to be there and whatnot. That's the whole point of us even getting a park
Exactly.
at school.
Yeah. Follow his page, send him a message. I'm sure he can let you come in so you can see how he does his
absolutely.
goalkeeping training.
Absolutely.
But definitely, brothers, man, I really appreciate you taking the time today.
Oh, absolutely, brother.
Came
Thank you
from
so
Long
much.
Beach to South LA, man, to share a story for you guys for free. So I appreciate your time, brother.
Appreciate you, brother.
I'm here
Thank
to
you
help.
so
If you
very
need
much.
anything, let
Thank
me know,
you so
brother.
very much, man.
Guys, take care. We'll catch you on the next episode of Making Feria. Take care.
Vámonos.